I want to talk about touch upon insurance for all the promise that it held around or it holds around. Maybe not as penetrated a country, and I think the jury is split right down the middle. I've heard enough people tell me of how the under penetration is a bit of a myth, and you can slice and dice data both ways. So the argument is out there. But my question to you is this: um, even if we buy into the under penetration story, somehow the last 12, 18, 24 months, uh, the fortunes, the growth numbers of these companies haven't been right up there. I was looking at the data that came out overnight, right? And the 3-year CAGR numbers for a bunch of them aren't quite something to write home about. The stock price performance has been fairly lackluster as well, maybe because of technical factors like supply or otherwise. I presume you guys are still constructive on insurance. Why so?
Right. So first, in terms of the penetration story, so let's talk about life insurance, for example. Life insurance, yes, LIC has been around for 60, 70 years. We know our parents, perhaps grandparents, have all had LIC policies. But if you look at the nature of insurance, which was sold predominantly, it was not so much as a risk cover. It was more as an investment product, right? Which was more about retirement products, pension products, which were money back and endowment, and not really serving the core purpose of life insurance, which is providing for the risk of losing your ability to generate income and in turn protecting your family's future. So, which is effectively boiling down to largely term insurance. So that penetration is still fairly low, right? And secondly, when you look at penetration as a percentage of sort of savings, there you see the hockey stick coming through at say $2,000 per capita, where I mean the average is a wrong thing to look at when we're looking at 140 crore people here. But if you look at bulk of people are still sort of hand to mouth, in the sense a lot of the income goes towards basic subsistence. It's around this mark when you see that inflection, when people start generating extra savings and they start spending on insurance and investment products. So if we believe that India's per capita income is not going to go anywhere, then yes, penetration is not a driver. But I think we all are pretty gung ho about India's prospect of lifting millions of people out of poverty over the next several decades. And to that extent, life insurance from a demand perspective is pretty strong. General insurance in any case is pretty high. I mean, even in motor insurance, we see significant under penetration. There are several vehicles out there which don't even meet the regulatory requirement on third party insurance. Forget about covering the risks of that. So there, I think the opportunity is fairly immense. The fact that they haven't done well over the last couple of years or so, I think multiple headwinds. One, primarily COVID, for example, both for life insurers, claims ratio went up. Even general insurers, where health insurance is a big part of the product, you did see a bit of a beating. And also, there were some delays in regulatory changes, which allowed, which was sort of delaying price hikes on the motor side for general insurers, which have all come through now. So we believe that that difficult period is behind us. Now we should see the underlying fundamentals also pick up. Hopefully, there's no fourth or fifth wave of COVID here, lost count there. But with the levels of vaccination that we've seen, I think it's reasonable to expect that is behind us, and the structural story should unravel. And mind you, general insurance is where one of the world's most famous investors known to have made a lot of his fortune, Berkshire Hathaway of Warren Buffett, through Geico and certain other general insurance companies. So it is an attractive sector to make money, but you have to be careful in terms of choosing the play here. You have to choose very high quality underwriters. At the same time, you have to choose companies which can make a very healthy return on the float that they're sitting on.